Let me know when you are able to see my screen.
Yeah, I can see your screen.
You also see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, done. Okay. So now, yesterday class, that guys, do you have any doubt related to yesterday class? Any related to any function? Okay, then we will start our new things today. So guys, today we are going to discuss about time intelligence functions. Okay, I can write it here as, and if you have any doubt, you can ask me into this time intelligence. So right now we are going to use our time intelligence function. So for time intelligence function, I can use one table here. See, in this table, I put my calendar table to suppose date, complete date. Okay, but I don't want this date as a year, quarter, month, or January. I want a full date in a one column. It means for this date you are able to see, and this arrow, you can go to this arrow and put it as a date. Instead of date hierarchy, you can use only date. When you put it the date, it will change the format. See, 1/1/2017. It will complete date format wise. And same way, right now we have a total sales value. Total sales we have already created yesterday. See, total sales. What is the function we are going to use? Sum x function. And sum x function give you the table name. First you need to select, I can just write it here also. That first you need to select as table name. Okay. And second thing, you need to select as column name. For this column name, you can use multiple column. I can just write it here as you can use multiple column. Not able to any requirement that you can use only one or two column. You can use multiple column if you have a data in multiple column. Okay. So now, guys, we have a date wise sales. Okay. Suppose 1/1/2017 and we have a days wise sale. So now we have a one function name. I can just write it in my list here. Go to one text box here and I put it as YTD. YTD means year to, and you can choose the format. Okay, so first function we are using today as YTD, and YTD means year to date. Year to date means we have to what we say as a like combining all the balance of starting of the day till the end of the year only. It means total of 1 year, and YTD balance is only for 1 year, and from the next year it will start from zero. 1 year YTD. So I can just show you how to calculate a YTD. You can just click on this new measure. Okay, so for YTD guys, we have a many function. I can use as here sales YTD is my just a name YTD, and YTD means I can just write it here as year to date. For this year to date, you can use your value till starting from suppose 1st of January and ending till the 31st March only. Okay, this is your year to date function. And how to write? We have a total function here like see total YTD. So I can put my total YTD function and you can use your sales measure which you just created with me, total sales measure, this one. So total YTD, we have a sales. See, what is the option here? Total YTD. And guys, see, when you working on any DEX function, you need to first extract your function and read this completely. And read this means evaluate the specified expression over the interval which begins on the first day of the year and end with the last day in a specific date column after the applying specific filter. Means you are using your total sales value, but from where you are using from the beginning of the first day and end with the last day of the specific date. Suppose your date value will be, ending date is suppose 31st March 2019, then this sales value will be only for 2019 only, then you can use this value. Okay, now we have a dates. And guys, one important things, when you see any function with the dates, s means you have to select one column. If the only date is given, then you need to select a date table. So what is the difference between dates and dates? Date and dates. So in the date, you need to select your particular table. In the dates, you need to select your particular column. This is the simple things you have. Okay, so now I'm going to select my particular column and I can just select my date only. Date only means only the date column. Under this date table, I am using my date column. So this is my date column, calendar and date column. And see guys, this column will ask you, you are using by date, day, month, or this kind of thing. So we are going to not, we are not going to select any of this. So for this, we are not going to select any of this. You can go to this file option and let me tell you why this option is coming. Let me tell you why this option is coming. Go to this date, select this date column, and why this option is coming, because if you are using into this calendar table, you have a separate date table. It means under the table you have a separate date table. Okay, so that is the reason that this value is coming. And how to remove this, because we don't want one table under this multiple table, we want one table and multiple column only. So go to this file guys. Okay, there is an option here, option and setting. Go to options and it will open a new window. Let me tell you, yeah, if you need to change for every file, then you go to this data load. If you need to change only this current file, then go to this data load. Okay, go to this data load and uncheck this point, auto date and time. Auto date and time means you have to remove all that table with the particular table. Like under this table, you did not find this table. This is just a column. And when I click on OK and see the changes of this icon. Right now it's date column, and when I click on just OK, it will changing into just column. See, it will changing into just column. So date is missing, and now when you select this date again, I can just select with you date. And see, now we are not getting those options, because those options given only when you have select date and then your table and then column. That is the reason. So now our function is done, that we have a total YTD balance. We need total YTD balance, key measure. This is your total measure, and calendar to date. I can just drag down and just click enter. See, my function is written. Where is it written? Sales YTD. You can just drag and drop. What is the difference between guys sales YTD? They see, when you select 1/1/2017, the sales would be 103,573.58. Same way, the first date is same. But when you go to the second, it will give you the total of these two. When you total of these two, 103,573 and 104,513, the total of these three is 208. It is a cumulative balance. So I can just write it here as, what is this function date? Year to date cumulative balance. Okay, and what is the important thing you have to remember? That start from particular year. Okay, and with the subsequent year. Subsequent year means the same year you have to end this file and this function. See, 103,573, you have a same way. This is 2017, and when you go into 2018, I can just show you. Go into 2018 direct. See what is the difference, guys. In 2017, 31st December 2017, you see the balance 261,638. When you adding all this, the last balance you have 748,19556. But on the next year, your data will be starting from first day of the year. So that is the main importance of YTD, that YTD balance cumulative the total of your balance from starting to end of the year only, and it is for 1 year. I can just write it here as for 1 year. Now understand, guys, or any doubt in your mind that what is the use of this YTD? Because this YTD use, what is the use? Suppose in this 7/1/2018, you don't have any sales, but in your YTD, your sales will be the same as 2016. 16 Jan and 17 Jan, both the sales is same. So that in this chart, for this chart, if you make the line chart, it will give you the difference in this 17. But for this chart, if you make a line chart, this does not give you a difference. This will just give you the parallel line between 16 and 17 only. Okay. So now any doubt in your mind that what is the sales YTD option? Guys, if you have any, you can ask me direct. Anyone, guys? Mohammed, Bharat, Reshma, any doubt?
Clear, Harsha.
Okay, done. Okay. So now I'm going to use my next function, and next function is also same. Just click on new measure. What is the difference between next function? I can just tell you. Copy this function, same. New measure, just a minute. Yeah. So for this function, suppose if you are working in a US company, or suppose in US company, and the company will be a financial sector company. Financial sector means the period ending on this company is suppose 30th June. Ending period is 30th June, and in the US company, your period will be end on 30th June every month, every year. Your new period start from 1st of July in the US country. Okay. So how to calculate your YTD as per US base? So just click on this comma. Let me just go through it again. Okay, and just put your comma. Oh, sorry, I think function is changed. So let me just. I think function is not copied. Don't do it. I can copy it. This one is old. Go to new method. And now we can use our filter of this call filter wise. Like select this date table. All the function will be same, and go to this filter. Okay, and in this filter, you have to select your period. Like in which period you have to ending your period, like fiscal period end only. Okay, so what is the fiscal period end, guys? Suppose if you change your fiscal period 30th June, so you can just write it as month and year, month and date only, not using any year, and just click on enter and change the name here as sales YTD as fiscal year, and just put enter. It will give you the same value, but only the year is changed. See, in this year, my data is start from 1/1, all the data same. But when you go into 30th June, 30th June, this one, see, in 30th June, your data will be ending, and in first 2017, it is not ending. Let me just check. It should be end actually. 6:30. All the things are same. Let me just go through. I think in my PC there's a date problem. Yeah, month and year. 20th October 2021.
I think you are selecting wrong measure.
No,
on this.
measure is correct. No, measure is correct because measure if wrong,
No. On the top, you can see the column name, right? It should be FY. So you are selecting the same measure again
Where?
in this matrix.
Yeah, it's a sales YTD only. Total YTD we have going.
No, but the name of the column measure is FY, right? It's
I
ending
change it.
FY. But on the matrix, it is the same. So it should be FY. So you are selecting the same again. So it will show you the same thing. Change, yeah. You have got the same, that's right, the same name.
Don't worry, I will use by another way. There is a many way I can use by another way. Okay. So guys, see in this example, right now it says YTD financial year, and we have a one more function for say equal to YTD function. So right now I'm going to use that function. Like why we using a next function for your YTD function. So I can just write it as calculate total sales. We have a this total sales value. Okay, and right now it will give you the expression, and you can change that dates YTD. There's a one more function you have, dates YTD here. Okay, yeah, I can choose a different function and see this is date YTD, and there is an option here is a dates. So you can select the date column same, this date column, and now you can use your year to date, year end filter function. So year end, suppose if you want to use 6:30, go to this, enter, it will give you the value. 38.6 is 317, 17 is.
You are using the same measure. So change the measure. Yes. No. Yeah, yeah. Select the another one from the column. Table field from field. Remove this from the matrix. No. That function is good.
The name, this name.
No. On the matrix, you are using the same name. Remove
Okay,
the
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So you have to select that one and then drag it. So you will get different value. The measure is okay, but you are dragging the same measure again and again. So
Yes, dates. Okay, calendar dates. And right now I'm using till only here. Just put enter. So there is a two difference function for YTD. Either you can use your dates YTD or you can use your total YTD. See this one. Okay. This function. I think my mouse is stuck. Just
yeah, and now you put the June 30, so it will show you the correct value.
I put the same.
You remove June figure, so
This one, and I can move into this. Here as 06 and 30. See, the value is changed from 1st June. Okay, so same thing. Okay, the matrix is using the same. Okay, right now I understand. Actually, I see that I just copy the same, so that is the reason. Okay, so we have a total sales value, sales YTD value, and sales financial year value. And guys, you have to change by your financial method. Suppose if your financial year is changing March 30th, March 31st, you can just put the month and year only. Sorry, month and date only, not year, because year is selecting this file automatically. Because if you select a multiple year, this file is automatically selected your year-wise data. And this is, we talked about YTD function. If we talked about suppose MTD. So guys, in the new measure, if I put the MTD instead of YTD, I can total YTD using, instead of total YTD, if I using MTD right now, total MTD, and also I can change here MTD. Otherwise, all the things are same, but total MTD give you the value only for 1 month only. Like till the month of Jan and last day of the month. It's like starting date of month. See, go to this sales YTD, this value, and see starting from 1st for 2017 and ending with 30th, 31st Jan. See, and then starting from the 1st of Feb. So same thing in MTD, and we have a one more function instead of MTD is QTD. I can just go to copy this function, new measure, and see there is a benefit of using this copy and paste because you cannot write the same function again and again. Just put your comment on this and change it your value, just MTD and QTD. Or if the function is changed, you can change your value total QTD. Same way, and just put enter. And what is the value is QTD is given, guys? Hello? QTD is given the value of,
Oh, it is quarter wise.
yeah, it's total quarter wise, like till the starting from 1st of January and ending with 31st March. See, in the 31st March, it will give you the total and then starting from next April. Okay, so these three functions, guys, very important, whether it's using by financial year or whether it's using by normal calendar year. So any doubt in this? This is our time intelligent function. Very important time intelligence function in our financial important sector or sales, like sales data, HR data. We don't use that kind of intelligent dates YTD. But yes, HR data we are going to use YOY. I will tell you why YOY. What is it? So MTD means I can just let it here at month to date, and it's for 1 month only. QTD means quarter to date. Quarter to date, and it's for 3 months, or you can write it here as equal to bracket is for 1 quarter. 1 quarter. Okay. So any other doubt in this? So I just copy this table again and paste it into my 4th page. Or instead of paste it, I can just go to this right click. Okay, see there is an option. You can just put it right click and duplicate page. Duplicate page means it will give you the same page into the next sheet. So you can, without copy and paste, you can just change your filtering only. Just go to this. I can just remove this one all. Sales and sales QTD. And guys, right now we are going to using our YOY. So YOY means before YOY we are going to moving, we need a sales. What is actually YOY? YOY is a different of like year wise year growth in our sales department. What is our growth percentage for the year wise? So for this function, we are going to use our important function like date add function. Date add. I can just write it here as date add function, and it is the function we are going to use for last year sales. Last year sales, or you can take as last year sales, last day sales, last month sales or last quarter sales. This kind of things you can use with just a date add function. So we are going to using our date add function. Let me just check. Right now I'm just going to filter it out into new measure. And here we write as last year sales. So how to write a last year sales? So we have a simple function, guys, very important function, calculate and filter. These two are a very important function. So calculate sales. We have this sales. And now we are going to using our date add function, this function and date add function. And right now it's here is a dates. So what is the meaning of this dates? We select column or table? Tell me, we need to select column or table?
This will be the column, dates table column, dates.
If it is date, then column table. If it is yes, then it's column.
Right now we are going to use that date add, and dates column is you can select your date column only and give the number of interval. Guys, number of interval means
It's
suppose
either
you need
-1 or 2, whatever.
whatever you
don't-
want, like whatever means. Suppose if you need last 5 year sales, you need to just compare your 5 year sales, 5 year plan. Suppose if your company follow last 5 year plan, then if you need your current sales and last 5 year sales, then you need to just extract that how much you have earned in last 5 years, how much you have earned in last 10 years. So you can use many things, like instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you can use many things. But why this is very important? Because we have a two more function. Two more function means same period last year and parallel period. But these two function does not give you the value which date had given you. How? Let me tell you. When you click on this comma, it will give you last day wise value as well as last month wise value, last quarter wise or last year wise. That is the reason I write it here as last year sales, last day sales, last month sale, last quarter sale. Okay, so it will give you the last 4 wise. So you can use many things. Suppose if I use last day, just click on enter and see the magic into this. Last year, just put it and see 1/1/2017 you have this sales, but in the current last year you don't have any sales because you have no data of 2016. So that is the reason it's blank. But in 2/1 you have a same value of 1/1/2017 and same way. See, this day wise sales. Same way, suppose right now my function is year. So if I use comma and then year and just enter, what is the value is changing to this? It will give you the only the year wise first day of the sale. Like, see, in the first for 2017 there is a sales, but in the last year it does not give you provide the sales. And when you go down in 2018 only, see, in 2018 is only given the value of sale and it's year wise sale. Means complete year wise difference between this total of year. Same way, if you are using day, the difference is 1 day. If you are using month, it will give you the month wise. So right now this is my year wise sales. Just copy, again you have to paste it. Okay, right now if I using my last day and instead of year, if I using day and just put enter, last year, where is last day? See, this is last day wise. Same way you can use month and quarter. And see, why we using these two brackets, guys? This is very important for you. How many function you are using? Suppose first function and second, you need to close this function one by one. Like first you close date add function, second you close your calculate function, and then you put enter. Suppose if you close one by bracket, then second will automatically close. But if you just click on this and just put enter, it will also give you the solution, but it is not correct. Sometimes it will give you the error. Sometimes it will give you the error, but sometimes it's not. So you see that everything is correct, but remember you need to just close your all the brackets and click enter. It's a last month sale. Track down this value and see 1/1/2017. Same way, go to February. Go to February in the March. Okay, so month wise sales you have. So this is your last period sales. So you can use this kind of function for this first year, second year, last year, third year. You can use multiple things. Same way, we have a one more function. Instead of this function, I can use one more function for a last year. But what is the disadvantage of the parallel period or same period of last year? If I use here same weight, I can just write it here as last year sales, last month. Okay. And you have just calculate your function. Total sale. Okay. And same way, we have a one more function here as parallel period, and it will also give you the same thing. There is nothing is a different thing, only the different is in interval. Like dates, you have selected calendar date, number of intervals. Suppose if you are using -1, and see, right now you have just three options because you don't have a day wise function. You have just month, quarter, and year wise function only. So that is the reason that we should always use date add function. If you need a day wise sales, if you need month wise or year wise or quarter wise, you can select your parallel period function as well as. Okay. So same way, if I using suppose month wise, last year month, value is the same, nothing is different. I can just track down and let me tell you. Last month sale, you can just track down and see the value of these two. See, the value is these two is same, but this function using by cumulative and this function give you the total of the last year and total of the last year for every complete month or complete year. There is a difference of this parallel period because this function is using by month only. So there is a reason that you are using into date. If I select this function, select this table, go to this, instead of date, if I select only month, where is month? Short month. And if I select into this, see, in the Jan, and this is your last month sale, this is your last month. All the value will be the same. Total sales, Jan, last month sale. Okay. So everything is the same. The total sale will be this much. Okay. So there is a difference of this that it will give you the total of this month. So there is a reason behind this. Okay. And now if I using my another function that instead of short month, if I change my date column, total sales last year, last day sales last month, year, day, month, and month. Okay. And right now, if I'm using new function like same period last year, this is new function for the same thing, guys. Go to this. There is a little bit of difference, but not much more. Last year, or you can put it as same period same period sales, and you can use your same function like calculate sales this is your total sales. Total sales, and you can use your same period last year. Same period last year, and it also give you the value of current month, year, and dates. It will just tell you the dates only. You don't need to select any interval of this. So you can just go this, enter, and same period last year give you the value only by 1 year back. But the dated function give you the value of all the year back data if you need any of the year back data. So there is a limitation of this same period of last year. Okay, so this is your main things to do for this kind of things. So I hope you understand of this. Any doubt in your mind,
No,
guys? Any
so
doubt?
far.
Okay. So guys, meeting will be end in just 1 minute. So you can join again. So it will be better. Okay. Because after 1 minute you can join.
Okay.
You can join. You can join again in the same meeting.
Okay.